Yo, we back on, yo. I don't know what happened. I have no clue what happened, but I just had to set everything back up. I don't know, did the shit drop or some shit?
Nah, the nigga T-Top shit was so hard, my nigga, that we had to process that shit.
Yo, real talk though, yo, real talk though, man. We gon' drop that mishap because I really do want to get into this week of battle rap, yo, because it really was a good week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T-Top. That was definitely a real good joint. You know what I'm saying? Look out, that Bear Witness is out right now. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up, topdizzy.com, yo. Yeah, what's good, Roundtable?
We good, man. We chilling, man. There's a whole bunch of dope-ass battles, man, this past week.
Man, shoot, man. Where y'all want to start?
Good, man. What, bro?
Hey, go ahead, man.
Shit, man. I was going to say we can always start up with that Def Trez versus Craig Lamar. That shit was fire.
Yo, my nigga. That boy Trez, yo, son. I got so many bars to write down from that nigga, yo, like, that nigga is mom. I'm gonna let somebody else go, because that battle was, that's really special. What you think, man?
Man, I fuck with that shit, man. Honestly, I gave Trez, I edged him every round, but Craig, he wasn't no little slump either, you know what I'm saying? But that nigga Trez, man, he's an animal, son. Like, he got to get a PG real quick, man, because that nigga's nice.
Yo, son, the nigga Trez, I'm not even going to tell you no lie. When the nigga was like, yo, one time somebody said, I think he said, squeeze arms around him like a concerned mother, yo, like, that shit was like, I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Caesar shit, like, yo, my nigga, that nigga is so nice, son. He's so nice.
My nigga, I told you, bro, spit that, he got some killers.
Yeah, I think spit that he definitely got some killers on the low. Like, I didn't even know it was really like that, son. I gave Trez the battle, like, I don't know how I called the first. Like, the first could go either way because, like, they both was really going. I think Craig Lamar, like, he took the room early, you know what I'm saying, with that one in the first, but Trez definitely took that all the way.
Dang, man, y'all gave me mad because that was the only battle I forgot to review again, yo. I just rushed through that. I couldn't get through all that joint, though, man. I had to hurry up and finish watch. I had to rewatch the DNA joint after me and Nell's conversation earlier. Like, man. I forgot all about this Trez joint, yo. The way y'all talking about it, I'm definitely, and I follow him actually, and there was a lot of people retweeting, you know what I'm saying, how he did at the battle, you know what I'm saying, he was retweeting it out, so I know he did good, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, boy showed out. I ain't gonna tell you, I didn't know who they were, so like a Christmas day, like when I typed up the battle of they rock at DNA, I don't know, like if I saw it, like probably later, and I saw that shit. That nigga Trez, like, you know what I mean? They just say really nice. Like, he had a little, like, little fumble in between, but it was a little up, but it was good. Yeah, like, shoot. They was good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But, yo, what's good, Nay? You there, Nay? I don't know if she can hear, but...
Yo.
Oh, okay. What up, though?
What up, though?
None, did you? I don't know if you catch that, the battle they're talking about.
I was trying to watch it before the show started, but it started too fast for me. I didn't get to finish it. I never heard of either one of these guys, and so I can't vouch for anybody getting a PG, but I wanted to say, like, how come when somebody does good in a league that somebody say they need a PG, you know what I mean? Like, why can't they just be great in the league they started from, you know what I mean?
Right. I see what you mean. You know, they start building it up at home. But I think that's a good thing. A lot of people should start doing that, though, you know what I'm saying? Once they do, you know what I'm saying, start getting success in their own league, you know what I'm saying? Have some people come to your territory, you know what I'm saying, and try to fight for your crown, you know what I'm saying? I think that would be, you know what I'm saying, better for them and the platform that they're at, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like you can't.
Links, you back on, bro?
One real successful brand because everybody feels like, oh, when we do good, we have to go to this league instead of trying to make their own league big.
Right.
You ain't lying. You're not lying.
That's a good point right there. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's
what you about to say?
I agree with this.
But no, it's like somebody brought up the question like, why do certain people like when they do leave and come to URL or King of the Dot or whatever they go to, why don't they go back and bring the success they got from the higher platform to where they started? You know what I'm saying? I heard B Magic went back to street status for a battle. Can't really think who else. I think that's the only one I can remember right now. But they're saying he's the only one I can know right now that went back to his roots.
Maybe the platform is just still. Maybe the platform is just. I mean, not gonna say it's small, but you have to think we kill Pat Stay for that. Like Pat Stay doesn't leave King of the Dot. Tay-Rock doesn't leave URL. So some people have done that, but for the most part, other platforms help you grow and brand yourself and expand your brand, because a lot of times you're not gonna be able to battle on the URL. So if you can't, then what you want to do if you still want to battle rap? You know what I mean? You can go back and If D Magic never went to URL, I think he still would have been successful. I think that it's a few people who never been to URL that's still successful. And look at Big K. He went to URL, but he didn't get big from URL. You know what I mean? He got big from the battle out. And it's just I love URL battles. I feel like we come up with the best matchups, and I do like going to the events and whatnot. But I feel that a lot of people are small-minded to where they think that the only way you can become successful is by being on URL, or that's the only platform that matters.
Right.
I think URL is the biggest league. Big K got known first because he started out. I don't know where he started, but where I seen him first get his shot, is on URL. I don't know what battle somebody else saw before they pulled him onto URL. You understand what I'm saying? But once he started on URL, that's how he got his buzz. And then he went to other places and built his brand up because the relationship with him and URL had power. You know what I mean? But I think the only reason why people depend on URL because that's the biggest one. You get the most exposure from there. If you make it there, that's it.
Mhm. Shoot. As a matter of fact, we got a caller and we're gonna see what they think real quick. 347. What you think? Is better for battle rappers to stay at home and build up their brand there, or expand out?
Yo.
What up, though?
Yo.
What's going on?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, what's good, ARP? What up, bro?
Salute. My apologies if I'm on too early, but hey, I'm a punctual.
Oh no, it's good, bro. It's good. It's good, bro.
To be, you know what I'm saying? Now,
it's better to be early than on real nigga time, bro.
There you go. Exactly. I'm just listening to the debate right now. It's an interesting topic that y'all discuss. I'll chime in. What's the question?
Well, it's basically that certain artists that start from lower platforms, you know what I'm saying, and once they build their brand up there and venture off to bigger platforms, a URL or a King of the Dot or, you know what I'm saying, something like that, is it better for them to just stay there and build their name up and build their own their own home brand, or build their you know what I'm saying, go out and expand their own brand, you know what I'm saying, on another platform?
It's about what your goals are, and it's about what your home platform, so to speak, can do for you. So everybody has different goals in this shit. Certain people, they get in the game and they want the fame. Certain people want the recognition and they do it off the love. You know what I'm saying? Certain people want the money. Certain people just want the views. So it depends what your goals are. You know what I'm saying? If you want the views, then of course you want to shoot for URL. You want to shoot for King of the Dot because they're going to do, even their no-name battle, so to speak, is going to do a few 100,000 views. If you want the money, you could be getting the money at your home league. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these home leagues that might pay you more than the big leagues because what happens is the big leagues have so much exposure and they do so many views that the people are so hyped to get on those leagues that they don't even pay the artists. You know what I'm saying? You got certain situations like that where the artists actually pay to get on those leagues. Believe it or not, behind the scenes, there's a lot of that type of shit. So it depends what you're trying to get out of it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I see what you mean. Yo, anybody else, man? Y'all can, you know what I'm saying? Team, y'all can definitely chime in, man. What y'all think?
I want to put my 2 cents in because, but the real question, because I brought it up and I feel that whenever somebody does good in a battle, it said, oh, they should have a PG or they should be on URL. And I feel that instead of doing that, why don't you do what you're doing already in your brand, build your brand instead of, you know, going off of a brand that's already established?
That's a question to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from. You got to realize that URL has been marketed, promoted, and established very, very well. They're a very strong league, the strongest league in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's been kind of like the common way of thought that once you get to a certain level, you need to go to URL. You know what I mean? And I think certain battle rappers, that's true. Certain people will never be popping unless they get to URL and they're able to battle on URL. But then there's other types of battle rappers that's good at marketing themselves and their talent and the way that they carry themselves and the image that they uphold and their marketing sells itself. And it doesn't matter what platform that they're on. You got a Danny Myers, for example. You got like a Oops that's on the come up. He may never get a chance to touch URL, unfortunately, even though I want to see him on URL. You got somebody like a Daylight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like there's more options now for people to actually go and get their views and get their exposure and get their good production and get a good payday. So as the game continues to grow, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be about what you're trying to get out of it. So I want to see people give a fair shot to all these different leagues. Like, you don't have to just say, I'm the man where I'm at, so it's time for a PG. Yeah, getting a PG it will do things for you, but also realize that right now, having a PG, what it's been like for most people is PG has been branding people almost to go backwards. You have people that haven't even been rookies, and they've gone backwards in their status with a PG to do the views. But there's a million PGs that you could say, and this isn't a URL thing. I'm just, as a fan, answering the questions because I happen to come in on this topic. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that have had PGs, and you could say, where are they now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a lot of PGs. You know what I'm saying? URL just went through a whole wave of PG cut. You know what I'm saying? So all those people had PG battles, but where are they now? You know what I'm saying? So
quick question. Not to cut you up before I forget the question. When you say like where are they now, what do you think it is like? What do you think it takes for, you know what I'm saying, not even just a PG, but just an up and comer, you know what I'm saying, just to keep their name fluent, not even like crazy, but just keep their name, you know what I'm saying, fluent through the circuit of battle rap.
I'll tell you one thing that they can do, and they can continue to expand their brand and expand their reach into different fan bases and different demographics by taking multiple battles in different places. You see what I'm saying? Like Oops, for example. You know, I'm investing heavy into Oops. You know what I'm saying? Oops got paid for his old red battle. He got a flight. He got a hotel. He got all that. This is my third time getting Oops a battle on the RBE stage. We had to pay old red top dollar to take him. You see what I'm saying? But when it's time for him to get reached out by King of the Dot, I tell him, no, go touch that fan base. You know what I'm saying? Go make sure that you leave King of the Dot with a whole nother set of fans that never saw you before, knew you before.
Right.
What happens is when you stay in one place, unless you're at the top tier level, like let's say like a Tay-Rock. If you're not at a Tay-Rock level and you stay in one place, you could be limiting yourself. And it's not necessarily because you're not doing the views, but it's because you won't get a chance to have as many battles as it might take for battle rap fans to latch onto you and stay on you, because battle rap fans move fast. They'll fuck with you one day and they on to the next person the next day. Today it's T-Top. Tomorrow it might be Trez. After Trez it might be this person. The day after that it might be some new guy. You know what I'm saying? Just yesterday everybody was saying Ty Law. Before that everybody was saying Prez Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap fans have started to move on for those people.
Not lying.
Yeah, battle rap fans move very, very fast. So if you're sitting around, and that's another reason why I promote battle rappers on my platform, and then I turn around and I support them going somewhere else because I can't give you 10 battles a year. I can't give you 7 battles a year. I'm only going to do 3 or 4 cards a year. You see what I'm saying? So once again, unless you're at the top tier level, if you're coming in as a rookie or something like that, and you're not able to keep feeding the fans and telling the fans why you're nice and showing them why you're nice and gaining new fans, then it's going to be hard. And only a few people are going to break through in that model. If you have a PG class of 15 people, you're only going to have maybe 1, if you're lucky, maybe 2 people that can break through in that type of model, like maybe a T-Top and maybe a Briz Rothstein. But 6 months from now, everybody else that's in that class, it's going to be much, much harder for them to continue to shine at the way they might be getting exposure just for today. I just told you how battle rap fans move on. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the industry, man.
Oh, yeah, and I think that has to do with any type of class because it's like once you get that, you know what I'm saying, the person that gets the biggest look out of the class, you know what I'm saying? Basically, let's take John John's class, for example, you know what I'm saying? Where we got John, B Magic, damn, having a brain fart, but that class, you know what I'm saying? John probably got the biggest look with the Hitman joint, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see B Magic had to keep working so he doesn't just get pushed off to the side. And then he got clips, you know what I'm saying? People say he won that battle, you know what I'm saying? So his name is going to be still up there. Now for the rest of the people in the class, we haven't, you know what I'm saying, seen as much, but not on the same level as the rest of the people from their class.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just what it is. You're only going to have but so many breakthrough artists per year. You know what I mean? And you could put all your eggs in one basket. That's great. But it's got to be a business deal that works for you. I don't shit on anybody that locks in. You have somebody that might say that, you know what, I don't even care if I don't sign a contract with ARP. No matter what, I'm only battling on RBE. That could be your choice. But you better make sure that the business terms and the model that you're setting out for yourself and the battles that you're getting is going to be able to continue to move you forward, because if it doesn't, then you may have burned some bridges, you may have lost out on opportunities, and, you know, next thing you know, you was here today, gone tomorrow, and it's like, damn, I locked in, and I realized, like, that shit didn't work for me. There's a lot of artists right now that are realizing that it's not working for them, but at the time, it looked like a pot of gold, you know what I'm saying? But in due time, you'll see. It works for certain people, and other people, it'll be bad decisions. We'll see.
Yo, ARP, what up, bro? It's back there now.
What up? What's good? No,
ain't shit, bro. I'm chilling, bro. Yo, man, I gotta say this shit, bro. That Oops versus O-Red, man, that was a dope battle, bro. Nigga, man. I watched that shit like 5 times already. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Yo, that shit was dope, man. It was real dope. And like, yo, if Oops just didn't slip up in that second, I was like, yo, that might have been top 5 battles of the whole year, man.
Man, shout out to O-Red and shout out to Oops. If y'all know me and y'all follow my history, I never take full credit for a good battle, because I'm not going to take full credit when I have a bad battle. We all have a job to do. RBE did their job. We promoted the battle. We put together what we thought was going to be a crazy match. We were right. We had some good production behind it. And now that it's out and people are fucking with the bars, give that credit to O-Red and Oops. Hit those guys up and tell them, yo, thank you for giving us a great battle. Because as a fan, I feel the same way. Right. I feel the same way, man. I'm glad people are fucking with it and enjoying it, man. It's RBE's favorite release thus far, man. It really is.
Man.
And like, yo, yeah, man, like, also, man, like, I kind of feel like y'all putting that, like, money up right there, man, like, that really made those niggas step it up. Like, yo, that nigga O-Red stepped it the fuck up. And, like, yo, honestly, if, like, anybody would have had to take Oops' third round, they might have just got washed. But O-Red found a way to really get back off of that nigga third round. And, like, that was a fucking dope-ass third round by, like, both niggas. Like,
it's not supposed to matter whether you go first or second, but sometimes it does matter. I wonder how the fans would feel about that third round if Oops went second. I'm not saying I'm rooting for Oops and I want O-Red to lose or win or whatever. I'm just curious because I feel like that round was so close that it could come down to who got the last shot. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder what would have happened. Oops actually chose to go first. And I asked Oops, I said, what made you choose going first? And he said because he knew that O-Red being a veteran, was gonna go first. If he went first, he would have put that pressure on Oops, and it would have been hard for him to rebound with the crowd and everything. And I respect that decision.
Okay. Nice look at it.
Yeah. So I mean, interesting battle, man. I'm happy with that turnout, man. We love that battle, real shit.
Yo, ARP, you being mad humble, son. Y'all got a classic with that one.
Appreciate
For real,
it, man. Thank you.
For real. Like, yo, that third round with Oops, I know you was probably standing there. You had to be in shock, bro, because, like, that shit that he was kicking, that shit was, yo, come on, man. That shit is few and far between. Like, that's one of those things that don't matter what platform you was on. He was kicking, like, that shit for real.
Yeah. I mean,
you had to listen to that. Like, you had to listen.
Man, I'll give you a little bit more behind-the-scenes information when you say, like, you know, you had to be standing there shocked. Well, the battle rappers will all tell you, man, I will not listen to their bars before a battle because I really am a fan first. It could be Rosenberg Raw, Big Cannon, Mr. Mills, Oops. They'll start spitting their fucking bars. I'll hang up the phone. I want to feel it live. Yo, I'm dead serious, man. I want to feel it live in the building like everybody else because I'm a fan first. That's why I go to so many live events. That's why I go to so many live events because I enjoy live battles more than I do on YouTube. That feeling and the energy live. You know what I'm saying? So I knew Oops was going to do something crazy because he was asking me. He was like, yo, can we coordinate cutting the lights off at the beginning of my third round? And I'm like, oh, man, what the fuck are you going to do, man? What the fuck are you going to do? He's like, yo, can we coordinate it? I know you don't like to hear bars, but I got some shit. And I was like, all right, man. I'm going to work it out with the venue and everything, the team. So I knew something was coming, but I didn't know it was that.
Man, that was crazy, man. I ain't even going to lie, man.
Shout out to Oops. And he actually indirectly gave us the opportunity to do something that I haven't seen done before with the footage because, you know, with the lights going out, we had to think to ourselves, like, damn, the footage, it's black in the room, so the cameras aren't picking up anything. So what are we going to do during that time on the footage? And we thought about it. You know what? Let's flash some symbolism of some video clips from St. Louis footage that's relevant to what he's saying while the lights are out. You know what I mean? So that's why it's one of the many reasons why that's one of our favorite releases. There's just so much around that battle that makes that shit RBE's favorite release, man. I'm just happy that it came out the way it came out and people fucking with it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, go ahead, finish, Sinatra.
Yo, ARP, I wanted to ask you, man, do you watch other battles? Like, I mean, I'm assuming you do, but, like, do you watch other leagues and other battles and shit like that?
I watch as many battles as I have time for, absolutely.
All right. I'm lobbying that you get Trez on your joint. Did you see the Trez versus Craig Lamar battle that came out recently?
Man. I'm so tight at that battle, man.
Yo,
that shit just pushed everything for a hot second. It made everybody think about what else was out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I was like,
for real.
Can my classic, I'm going to call it an RBE classic. I don't like to call it a general classic. But I was like, but can my RBE classic live for a second? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to fucking Chef Trez, Craig Lamar, Milltown Blow, Spit That Heat. I watched that battle, you know, bars and baby hair, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that shit is crazy. Yo, this nigga is crazy, son.
That is one of my favorite battles of 2014. You want to know what it brought me back to? In 2013, the battle that gave me that type of feel was Mr. Mills versus Danny Myers.
Word, yo.
Yeah, that
battle
that
gave me that
battle was crazy.
Yeah, in 2013. I feel like that is like that version in 2014. It's just, that's an amazing fucking battle, man. Amazing.
I feel that way about Rum Nitty versus Danny Myers. Like, when I watched that, I felt like I was watching something that I felt like, yo, that nobody else could watch. Like, yo, that shit, I felt like it was a special gem, yo. That shit was crazy.
That battle was absolutely. I mean, those two dudes, man. And you want to know what really, really impressed me, too? I think Craig had some of it, but Trez, his freestyle ability was fucking amazing. You see how he was trying to make up for the fact that he wrote shorter than Craig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was mixing in the freestyles. But when you see people freestyle, let's use Charlie Clips. You can tell when Charlie Clips is freestyling because he uses a lot of the same connectors. You know what I'm saying? What I always interpret connectors as is like words and short phrases that you use a lot and you save them while you're thinking of what you're going to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like he says, hit with this clip or something like that. He says like a lot of similar connectors a lot. But fucking Trez, his freestyle sounds like fucking written. It was fast, it was wordy, it was complex, and he had crazy punchlines with this shit.
I've only seen him battle once. I've only seen Trez battle once, bro. So I can't. I'm not taking away what you said from him, but I don't know if like in his arsenal is freestyling and shit. Because like right there, I just appreciate it not knowing anything about him or the other battler and just seeing a great battle. You know what I'm saying? Without having it to be named or anything, because that shit right, that battle was crazy. That battle was crazy.
Man. I mean, since we're talking about battles, can I just run down a few battles and ask y'all real quick how y'all feel about them?
Well, actually, we was gonna do that with you, actually, my G.
You can do that though.
Let's do it. We'll talk about it.
We can all go around the table. We can all go around the table.
Don't treat me like no special guest, man. I'm one of the team tonight. You know what I'm saying? We all.
That's why you are a nigga, bro. For real, bro. That's why I really fuck with you, man.
Salute.
All right, man. Shoot, man. Let's go down the list then, G.
You want me to set it off?
Shoot, man. I set it off. Shit, it don't matter. Let's set it off. We can start. We had Jim's on talking about that battle. I actually wanted to get your opinion. We already talked about it. I just want to see what how you felt about the Rich Dollars and Jim's battle, because Jim said he killed them. So when we seen it on camera, it was kind of a different story. So how did you feel about it after watching it on camera?
I think watching it on camera, I think it is a solid battle. Solid. I think solid is the good word to put with that battle. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jim's. He had a bunch of good punchlines in there. Rich Dollars had a lot of schemes that I didn't catch in the building. I can't front. It's like his style is more scheming. You know what I'm saying? Shorter schemes, not no long drawn out shit like Charlie Clips in the crib or no shit like that. But he had some real good schemes, like a vampire scheme. Daylight, my son hit you. He had the Marvel comic shit. His third round was crazy. But I don't want to take too much from Jim. Jim's had a great first round. You know what I'm saying? I think they both turned down a little bit in the second round. And Jim's third round, he didn't really pick up until the second half of his round. In the third round, Jim's actually got cut off all three rounds. If you see it in the footage, in the first two rounds, you see me saying to him, last ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't hop in and say time. I don't believe in that shit. I think that fucks up the battle. You'll see me mumbling to people behind the scenes. You'll see that with Big Cannon versus Money Bags. You'll see that in the footage. That's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fuck up the battle. But he got cut off all three rounds, and that's no excuse because everybody knows the time limit. You got a right to it. But solid battle. I think that Rich Dollars, if he has the right opponents and he's in the right type of venue, I think Rich Dollars could do his thing and he can keep battling for sure. Welcome back. Jim needs to keep battling too. Jim needs to keep working and perfecting his flow, his delivery, his voice, and he knows that. He's saying that himself. So I'm not trashing that battle by far. I'm happy with the way it came out. And like I said, a good definition is a solid battle. It's solid.
Hey, ALP, bro, this Sinatra, man, I gotta ask you. When I was watching the battle, I only saw it on cam, but when I was watching it, I felt like Jim's has this aura or this crowd control that reminds me so much of Goods without a cup of Henny in his hand. Do you agree with that at all, or how do you feel?
I do, and that's one good thing about Jim as he continues to grow and he continues to get bigger in the game. Is he has early in his career something that it takes battle rappers years to develop, and it's crowd control and it's confidence. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get up on the stage and just have that type of confidence that Jim had. You see, before the battle starts, before he even says his first bar, he's up there, man, y'all ready? Man, what? Y'all niggas crazy. Yo, is the mic good? He's grabbing the fucking mic, my fucking camera crew's microphones and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's confident in shit. You know what I mean? And it takes battle rappers a long time to develop that. So luckily that shit comes natural for him. And that's gonna help him. That's gonna be an asset in his game and his battle rap skills as he continues to grow. Because he's advanced in that field. You got to give him that.
Oh yeah, right. Word. Yo, man. I got another question for you, man. Like, I mean, let's get to these crazy battles that's been dropping, man.
Let's go.
Let's get with this DNA versus Hhrt. Like, everybody was telling me that was there. Like, yo, DNA died. He got fired.
I heard the same thing.
And this.
The same thing.
And then on fucking camera, I'm like, yo, this is a lot closer than what niggas saying. Even though I did edge Rock 2-1, but still, I'm like, yo, this battle's real close, man.
Yeah. It is much closer. I was actually in Newark, New Jersey, doing trailer footage with like Jay for his Rosenberg Raw battle, and O-Red for the Hoops battle and all that shit. I wasn't at Summer Madness, you know what I'm saying? I was running around working for RBE shit, and I was hearing that DNA died. Everybody was saying that DNA died.
Right.
And I see the same thing that y'all are seeing. It was much closer. One thing that I didn't appreciate as a fan was DNA. He kind of got his third round kind of messed up. I mean, you got to have the crowd control. Don't get it twisted. But in a large setting like that, when he started to really, really break down that flow, and I think he was talking about Hhrt and everything, and his career, whatever, he was getting into like a flow segment, and the crowd was ruining it. The rest of his round then was just all fucking downhill after that. But he was actually starting to heat up when the crowd started fucking up his third round. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was weird, man. And you want to know what's so crazy? Even before, Hhrt sent out it was either a tweet or an Instagram that I seen going around on Facebook, and he said that, happy holidays, but I don't like my performance. I felt like the crowd didn't let me rap. So Hhrt said that himself now that the footage is out. But even before that tweet came out, I was telling myself when I was watching the battle, you want to know what's so crazy? You could see in Hhrt's face and his mannerisms that even he thinks that he's being overhyped. You can tell. There's times where he's just like, yo, come on, y'all. That shit is light. I didn't even finish getting y'all to fucking ball. You're like, y'all niggas is going too far now. Even he seemed that he didn't like the way the crowd was overhyping shit. Like, yo, come on. But, yo, I mean, it is what it is. Like, certain times, the crowd fucks with you. And that's part of winning, too. If you can get the crowd to fuck with you, I'm not going to hate on that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hhrt for getting the crowd to fuck with him that heavy.
Right. Yeah, man, because, I was watching it, and I'm like, and me personally, I'm a big Hhrt fan. But I was like, yo, like, y'all niggas going crazy over some, like, simple shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just so fucking simple. Like, niggas is like, and like, yo, one nigga, and like, I heard one nigga in the fucking crowd, they just started screaming. I'm like, come on, man, why you fucking screaming like that, my nigga? It was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was fucking
yo, that shit, no. Yo, that shit was funny. Yo, that DNA and Rock shit, I'm in the building. Yo, my nigga, the energy, that shit was hilarious, bro. I promise you. That shit was really funny. That shit, I know it sounds like clown shit, yo, but like the way it felt like Hrt was killing DNA. And yeah, that shit was funny. I don't know. My bad.
But shout out to Hrt and shout out to DNA. That was a good battle.
So what you got?
You know what I'm saying?
We're just gonna give our you know what I'm saying, who we got after we after we done with that, just so we can let people know.
After one watch, I think I do got Hrt 2-1 after one watch. But that could change. If I watch it again, that might change, because if I watch it again, then I'm really, really going to focus on the bars, and I'm going to try to already think ahead of the fact that the crowd is really, really, changing the vibe and the speed of the battle. So if I could watch it again and ignore that factor, I might feel different. But watching it one time, I got Hrt taking it 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got him in the first and third round, or what?
Yeah, probably that. Probably the first and the third. The third round I definitely give him, because, even though the crowd kind of messed up DNA's third, towards the end of DNA's third, it seemed that DNA almost was giving up a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, his energy came down, his energy and his attitude seemed to change a little bit. So, that's things that you, unfortunately, as a battle rapper, got to fight through. You know what I mean? You got to fight through that, because you know that the building and the footage is different. You I mean, I tell artists that all the time that step on an RBE stage. I say never hang your head down, never fucking show in your face that you're defeated. You know, the crowd could be booing you, but you turn up and you keep spitting as if like you're killing a nigga, because when that footage drops, the fans are gonna really see the bars and see how you really meant that shit to come across. Pay attention to the cameras. Averb knows that, for example. He'll tell you, I battle for the camera, not for the crowd. You got to. You got to.
Right. And then you'll also, I mean, I'm big on like reading people's body language.
Exactly.
Was DNA's back turned to the crowd like half the battle?
He's done that before though. Like I was just in Toronto when he battled Rome. You know what I'm saying? And Rome was kicking his ass, and let me give them, you know, credit for preparing in like a day, because it wasn't supposed to be DNA and Rome. That was a fill-in battle. But he did the same thing when he battled Rome, you know, at Flatline 3. His back was to the crowd the whole time. And that could be tactical. That could be so, you know, you're taking your facial expressions and your body language off camera so the camera don't catch it. Who knows? That could be smart. Who knows? Who knows? But I've seen him do that before.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I was going to comment and say that Bob was kind of dying in the back during the battle, but I know from the first round I thought it was close. What I believe happened is Tay-Rock is newly killing people. Like, it used to be Tay-Rock is just Tay-Rock, whatever. Now that Tay-Rock is starting to, like, get noticed, nobody's going to care about DNA because DNA's been doing that. So it's like he was kind of like the underdog in the situation. And from the first round, I think I like DNA's first round better. I felt like Tay-Rock stole the crowd from DNA. And once you crowd, it's hard to get them back. Like, it's really, especially when somebody new is cooking. But I don't know. I felt like DNA could possibly have took it 2-1. I liked his first better, and I liked his second. I like that one bar.
Yeah, you always go with the loser. I hate that you do that.
That was so flame, and I feel like it was slept on.
You got to remember too, Tay-Rock has a large room, large crowd type of style too, like similar to like a Hitman. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of style that they have. It's punch heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's there's gaps in the flow, and it's a little slower delivery where you can catch that type of shit that's gonna really set a room on fire. DNA is a little bit more complex, a little bit more wordy, a little faster flow at times. You know what I'm saying? DNA gets by in any type of crowd, any type of venue. But Tay-Rock is a little bit more of fit for that type of setting. And then, of course, being, you know, like the URL front gunner, so to speak. You know, so he's definitely going to get an edge. You really got to take the battle from Tay-Rock, you know, because coming into a battle versus Tay-Rock, the crowd is already giving him an edge. You know, you got to kind of fight out of that. You know, so it's tough. It is what it is.
Yeah, so who y'all felt had the better impression? Do y'all like Cassidy's impression of Disaster or Tay-Rock's impersonation of Smack?
Cassidy by far. Cassidy.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. I thought the Tay-Rock joint was funnier to me, yo, because that joint caught me out of nowhere. Because that's the real thing he should start doing, though. Like, he really should start doing that shit. Like, when niggas start doing stuff, like, start saying little slick shit, like, all right, Sean.
It didn't catch me by surprise because remember the trailer was out for a while ago, though. Like, we knew that was coming. You know what I'm saying? I knew that bar was coming. You know what I mean? But, I mean, Tay-Rock says the words that Smack says, but he didn't sound like Smack's voice. Or I think Cassidy really sounded like this with the huffing and puffing and all that shit. Like,
I think he did sound like Smack. I think he did sound like
He did. When he said the Shen shit, like, I thought it was hilarious, you know what I'm saying?
I just thought that Cassidy's was funnier because he was like, and that's like the funniest thing ever. Like, that's the part that made me laugh. But I don't know, man. I think that was close. I'm gonna give it to Disaster though, 1-0.
Yeah, I gotta give that to Cass, man. Cass might have the impersonation of the year, man.
Yo, hands down, Cass impersonation, yo, Slim. That shit was like, yo, my nigga, I thought that was Disaster type shit. Like, that shit was perfect.
Yeah,
and he did that shit overnight. You know what I mean? I don't know if he did it overnight because I don't know if he was going to plan to do it later, but he looked different from the first Cassidy battle to the second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
Shit was dope.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Was that a rebuttal though? Was that smack thing a rebuttal? Because it seemed a bit like because DNA had like that little shot at Smack and Smack was like,
it was.
That was. It seemed like a rebuttal. That's what made it so much more fire to me because I just figured it was a rebuttal.
I thought it was nice because he kind of did it at the end instead of doing it at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So people wasn't really expecting it, and it caught it. You know what I'm saying? It caught everybody at that right time. I thought that was the perfect timing for that.
I think Tay Rock was extremely smart to write that because you got to realize that was the biggest crowd reaction that DNA got when he battled. What was it? Ill Will, right? When he did that.
Yeah,
that was the biggest moment in DNA's battle when he said, "Y'all niggas thought I was gonna lose, get smacked the fuck out of here," and the crowd shook, the whole venue shook. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So Tay Rock used that. He reversed it like if I was smacked, I would have. So that was perfect to write. That was just good thinking of analyzing, you know, what your opponent is coming out of, and that's what DNA was coming out of, that known battle.
Yeah, that was genius.
Yo, Sinatra, oh my bad. I was about to ask you what did you think about it?
I thought the battle was crazy because you got to understand I was there. You know what I mean? So
right.
I'm making a declaration for like 2014, man, where like from now on I'm a person like I learned this year 2014 we can't listen to people at the events. And the phrase like believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Like I'm like moving forward, I'm definitely gonna do that because like the way we all perceive battles when we view it like in the building, it doesn't look the same way on camera. You know what I mean? And it didn't translate. And so like as me being a part of the problem, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be one of the first people to take a step back and be like, any person that was in the building, like any person that's in the building, know the energy shit never translates on camera. So from now on, I'm just gonna listen to what people say, but I'm gonna use that and be like, okay, and still watch the battle neutrally because usually I let it sway my decision.
Nah, man, I say this all the time on this show. I say it all the time. Crowd control is cool, but once somebody controls the crowd, it's like addictive kinda. Like I don't know. Like everybody always hear me say like if a whole bunch of people react, everybody's just gonna react. It's just natural. It's a natural reaction. So it's kind of hard to not like judge things. Like if somebody says I'm hard, you think to yourself like, damn, maybe that really was harder than I thought it was. You know what I mean? And it's
you ain't lying. You're not lying. You're not lying.
But it can have the same results if somebody is completely like quiet during the round. And then the other side of the opponent's, like, people or whatever is going in, it's going to look better, like, for that person, even if what they were saying wasn't that high. And it happens all the time. And I feel like everybody's a victim of that, like, thinking that somebody won or think somebody did better than they did because of the people that they was with or the way the crowd responded.
Man, I agree with you because, look, with Tay Rock, right, in the building, the first round, it was like, Tay Rock said some line that on camera, it was really light. Like he said, like, that shit is really light. But he was going so hard, it seemed like, in the room that everything he was saying, niggas was, like, going crazy for because he was kicking the shit people wanted to hear in the building. So, like, I'm taking that stance as, like, I learned, stop listening to the crowd, and believe half of what you see.
Yeah, that nigga was mesmerized. Go ahead, Lynx.
I agree with what you're saying, Sinatra, but I don't. Because for the simple fact that I think that all of the battles that came out on Summer Madness, that the same exact energy was there in the building watching all of them except for the Tay Rock DNA. Because the same way niggas went crazy for clips when they seen it on camera was the same exact way motherfuckers was going for clips in that third in the building. So I don't know, man.
Does it depend? Do it depend on the actual verse though? Like when you watch it after, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like Clip's joint was like, you know what I'm saying, so good that like and so real that like, you know what I'm saying, you had to fuck with it, you know what I'm saying, on camera and there, you know what I'm saying. And with the Tay Rock joint, he wasn't really spitting nothing like personal. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying, it could resonate different, you know what I'm saying. On cam and off cam.
Was it that Clips did so good, or was it that Rex did so bad? That's the question you got to really ask.
Right. Thank you.
Chill on my man Rex. Chill on my man Rex. He did bad, but you know what I mean? Like, I told y'all niggas, I'm real sensitive about that shit.
Nah, yo, you know what, yo? Nate is right, yo, because, matter of fact, earlier, I had tweeted, man. I said, don't get me wrong, Clips were very good against Rex, but everybody on that card would have killed Rex that night.
Why y'all keep taking shots at my man, though? What's up with y'all? He had a passion in the family.
Nah, Nell's bringing up a good point.
But Clips still had one of his best performances, so I could only imagine that, the way it translated on camera it's deserving of a crazy crowd reaction in the building, too, because remember, that's a big battle. That's T-Rex versus Charlie Clips. Harlem versus Harlem. There was speculation of personal that was going to come up and all that type shit. Rex is a fucking legend. And then all of a sudden, you're seeing a legend die in front of you to a prepared Charlie Clips. And then you got a personal round that's a response to T-Rex's best material. The best shit that T-Rex had was trying to go at Charlie Clips' pops. It wasn't crazy, but it was his best shit. You know what I'm saying? And then put on a whole round rebuttal in that, and it's the type of shit that hits you in your chest because it wasn't no joking around Charlie Clips. You know what I'm saying? I watched the footage. Like, you could see the bar where Charlie Clips says, my mom's was the true gangster of my family. Remember that ball?
Yeah.
You can see in the footage, after he says that, which is his rap, he's walking away and he says to T-Rex, like, under his voice, he's like, bitch-ass nigga, my mom's raised me. He's not rapping at that point.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
You know what I'm saying? Like Clips was like, his energy was up. He was like half upset, half like fuck you nigga, like he was in a I'ma kill this nigga zone. You know what I'm saying? And Charlie Clips is such a down to earth, cool ass nigga, always chilling, always laughing, always smiling. And to get him in that type of zone and see him execute it like that in that third round, he deserved that energy on cam and in the building, son. And I wasn't even in the building.
Hold on, Sinatra. Just hold on. Before you go to that, another thing about Charlie Clips, reason why I think another reason why he definitely turned up on that rebuttal was I think he did say that him and Rex were not doing personals, and when Rex did that personal, right, you know what I'm saying?
They made a bet like months ago, and they said that they were not going to go personal because they're from the same hood, they know the same people, and on a trail, they actually said, he was like, yeah, I know I told this nigga I wasn't going to do personal, but psych, I lied, nigga, like.
And I think that's why he was like, yo, and then went like, you know what I'm saying, he got serious, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he took that serious.
No, not necessarily. Remember, they were saying, I think, matter of fact, y'all ain't see it yet. When the Adi Boom versus the Good battle drops, Adi Boom calls out Goods for tipping Goods off. He calls out Goods for tipping off Charlie Clips about getting a call from Rex that Rex wanted to take the gloves off and say, fuck it, let's do personals. But y'all ain't see that battle yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think from what we've been hearing, that battle ain't dropped yet. But I think from what we're hearing is that they agreed, like when they seen the trailer and all that shit, to do no personals. But then something happened and Rex said, you want to know what? Fuck it, let's take the gloves off. He got word to Clips. And that's why when Rex was talking in his third round about Charlie Clips' father, you see Clips smile and he shakes his head yes, like, okay, you just set a trap for yourself because I know what I have in my third. So it's not like he freestyled that whole third round. Like no, Clips came with some of that shit and added on to it, is what he said. And they already shared getting a word back to each other, like, you know what, fuck it, we're going to take the gloves off.
Right, but Charlie already heard that he was going to talk about his father, because I heard it.
Yeah, that's my point.
Sources.
Yeah.
So he knew what he was going to talk about, so it kind of looked, I don't know if Rex knew that he knew, but I know Charlie for sure knew that Rex was going to talk about his father, so he kind of put that.
That's what Head Ice said, too. Head Ice said after the battle, he said everybody from Harlem knew that Charlie Clips' pops was going to come up. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that, up there in Harlem, uptown, I guess that was like just buzzing or something like that. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, his pops was really like that, you know what I mean? So that was like a big Harlem story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, but shout out to that battle though, man. That's a classic performance. I wish it was a classic battle, man. You know what I'm saying? If the rest would have came with it, we would have got a classic battle. But there's no denying that's a classic performance by Charlie Clips.
Yeah,
I kept saying I wanted that. I thought of that as being the 2014 Mook and Lux, like the old smack. That's what I thought it was gonna be, Harlem versus Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Two different styles going at it. That's what I felt what it was gonna be when I seen the card. But you know what I'm saying? We seen what happened. But let's get on to. But as you know, my man Sinatra was saying, we're gonna go on to the next one, You know what I'm saying? Hollow and Clips. You know what I'm
saying? What y'all think, man? What y'all think?
Oh man, yo man, honestly, man, I was talking about this shit earlier on Twitter, man, and I kind of got killed, man. Like people was like going at me, man. Like I personally said that Clips is fucking great, and like this battle, I've been waiting on this battle for a long time. You know what I mean? So, but I got Hollow 2-1.
Ooh, okay.
I
mean, you want to elaborate a little bit why? Since I mean it's early, we can't say like right what rounds or nothing. So you want to elaborate a little bit why you think he gonna win?
All right. So honestly, man, like Clips and Hollow both in my top 5, both of them. But I just feel like Hollow, he just a little bit more serious. You know what I'm saying? Like Clips, I don't know, like. You know, everyone's saying Clips is undefeated and his battle with Sharon doesn't count. Come on, that shit counts.
Clips is not. I fuck with Clips, man. I'm sorry to cut in. I fuck with Clips. He's a cool ass nigga. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? Out off camera. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him. But Clips lost more than to Sharon this year. I'm just keeping it 100 as a fan. He lost to Heartless.
Yep.
I mean, we know that we hear that there's other reasons why he did what he did, but for us fans, a battle is a battle. You take the stage, you rap, we got to judge. You know what I'm saying? So he lost to Heartless, he lost to Sharon, he lost to Ilmac. I don't think there's an excuse for Ilmac. That was a clear loss. He lost to Ilmac, and I had him losing to Old Red, losing round 1 and round 2. You know what I'm saying? And winning the third. And I had him losing to Daylight based on a very close third round, and I felt that Daylight reversed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Charlie Clips.
ARP, you smoke?
Lost a bunch
of
battles.
That's crazy.
Shit, man.
ARP, you smoke?
Nah, not at all.
Oh, okay, because you drink, though.
Yeah, socially.
All right, we gonna have to take a shot of that shit that you drinking, my nigga, because I got to watch that shit the way you watch it.
Well,
but no, I would like to think that battle is so debatable, though. That battle is so debatable.
Hold on. Let's break that down since you want to talk about the liquors out. You know what I'm saying? Let's break that down. We talking about Charlie Clips. We talking about Charlie Clips and Daylight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you my opinion on that battle. And actually, I broke down that because I dropped a blog today who I gave the Battle Rapper of the Year to for 2014. I broke down why I think that Daylight beat Charlie Clips. So, the first round to me is the only clear round of the battle. I don't think anybody out there is giving the first round to Charlie Clips. Daylight won that clearly with that wild flow that he did. You know, you get popped on camera. You know, you like twerking and all that shit. And the way he ended it with not one but 2 haymakers. The fucking Biggie shit. So we killed 2 NY niggas and all that shit. Yeah. He fucked Charlie Clips up in the first round, and Charlie Clips knew it. That's why Charlie Clips was like, "Yo, you went over the time limit." You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I don't be bitching. You know what I mean? Because he did it to X Factor. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that Daylight won the first round. The second round, I give to Charlie Clips. It was closer, but I give it to Charlie Clips. The third round, Charlie Clips had that mean scheme talking to Daylight's mask. I admit, that shit was fucking crazy. But the reason why I edge it to Daylight is because I feel like Daylight had just as mean as a round, but he reversed slammed the scheme ass shit. You know what I'm saying? He did the fucking scheme ass shit to fucking Charlie Clips. And then he used Charlie Clips' classic Psych Out Live with pulling off one day mask, one ski mask, and keeping on one of them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he reverse slammed the ski mask shit that fucking Charlie Clips did. I feel like his top haymaker in the round of the Psych Out Live shit was bigger than Charlie Clips throwing down the mask and saying, "I want you to look your killer in the eye." Daylight had the biggest moment of the third round that just edged out Charlie Clips in that shit. That's why I give it to Daylight.
Hey,
I didn't even think about it like that, though.
Hey, ARP, this is Sinatra real quick. Let me ask you, bro. So I'm not mad at you for how you judge the battle, and I do think that it is extremely close. I see where you're coming from. Like, your deciding factor. Like, I understand.
Yeah.
I felt like the Psych Out Live thing, a lot of people have done it, so it tired out for me. It's like a preference thing. You're not wrong for how you feel, but my thing is, like, with Daylight, him doing something as good as that and then the rest of it, I'll be so disappointed in Daylight that I can't really, you know what I mean, I can't look at Daylight in a positive light right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you got other shit that's fucking with you.
Yeah, like, no. I still judge the battle fairly, but as far as, like, how we're having a discussion and giving him his respect, when I give him his respect, I also think of the fuckery, because you have to understand, for me, I don't know if you would agree with me that that Total Slaughter shit at the time, or probably still today, is the biggest battle rap event commercially, and you do some bullshit. Then he says that's the death of Antics, and then after he says it's the death of Antics, you know what I mean? He does some other shit. I just don't like the whole. This is what he likes to talk about him. I just feel like he fucks around too much for me. You know what I mean? It's not. You wouldn't be happy if he brought that shit to your league. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, nobody fucks with that type of shit, me included. You know what I'm saying? So I respect everything you just said. But Daylight has had moments where he's been bullshitting. He's had moments where he's been trying to keep it real with his fans, and he's had moments where he's done antics that have been tactical. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't go that well. You know what I mean? So, like, I was on the phone with Angry Fan yesterday, and I was telling him, I was like, yo, you got to blog about Daylight versus Quest McCody. And he was like, why? And I was just like, we got to motivate Daylight to write. We got to motivate him to write. You know what I'm saying? Because he's actually indirectly been blaming us. I know some of it is a scapegoat. Don't get it twisted. But he keeps reminding us. That he doesn't do the views. He doesn't get the attention. He doesn't make the headlines when he raps. And it's true. That part is true.
That's not true, though. You can say that's true.
The views and the headline. No. Yeah. It's respect. The Chilla Jones battle is respected amongst the hardcore battle rap community. The
I mean, that's the bar of the year, bro. He has the bar. Like you just said, he beat Charlie. He battled the battler. Like, I can't agree with that. But
hold on, can I chime in real quick though? There's a reason where I said it, because it's a certain like battles like he just had like earlier in the week, him versus Progress. That was in like Jacksonville. That battle was nasty, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He did a little, it was the nigga birthday, brought him a cake, but that was, other than that, them niggas really had a battle. Like, the nigga Progress was nice. The nigga Daylight was still spitting, right? Like, so I think it's like when you talk about little battles like that, when they don't get recognized, when he battles people and he have actually good battles, you know what I'm saying? So when you bring up a Quest McCody. Huh?
Can I drop y'all a fact? Do y'all know that I know this for an absolute fact. There are league owners that have booked Daylight and asked him to do antics on their stage.
Look. I don't even want to talk about Daylight no more when you say shit like that. I just want to move on, because like shit like that just disappoints me.
I just want people to understand that. I just want people to understand that, because you got people that want the views and want the controversy coming to their platform, and when they're booking him, they'll say, yo, can you bring that Dragon Ball shit or whatever? You know what I'm saying? They'll ask him for an answer.
Nah, I ain't. Yo, listen, I ain't. I'm just switch it on you, because that shit right there just that shit already.
But no, he was about to bring up the thing about.
But you never gonna fucking see the league owners come out and say that. They'll let Daylight do an antic, get all the backlash from it, and I'm not supporting it. I'm not co-signing it. But you're never going to see these league owners come out and say, oh, by the way, everybody that's trashing Daylight right now, I'm the reason why he did that. Nobody going to do that. That's behind the scenes shit that I ain't trying to blow nobody up. I'm just
I'm not saying that. I appreciate you telling us that, but it's just like me expressing to you how I felt about Daylight. I just want to kind of move on, because until you do positive, until you really do like this positive shit, the real people are paying attention. Now, as far as his pocket, I don't know if that affects his pocket the same way. I just want to move on with that. Like, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Yo, Nay, you could grab the next topic, man. You could grab the next one with that one. Well, I want to hear what ARP got to say, too, about what his questions were.
About Hollow and Clips, because Nels really thinks that Hollow's going to win. I think that's, like, last.
I want to bust my head against the window.
It's like everything that Hollow can do, Clips could do better. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what makes it so better, though.
Except
no,
for perform, possibly.
Yeah, I feel that I'm one for the matchups. You know what I mean? And for me, for something to be a good matchup, I feel that every aspect of a person's talent has to be kind of equivalent. Like, if you have performance, this person has to have jokes. That makes it a little bit of an even playing field. Now, this is a completely even playing field. They both freestyle. They both funny. They both have a bit of a performance to them, and they both have bars. Every single one of those aspects, Charlie is better, and he's funnier. His bars are better. I mean, he's not as good performance-wise, but his freestyles are better. So I feel like I don't even understand how somebody could think Hollow would win this.
You can't say that because you can't even say you can't say that because look at the people.
Why not?
Because look at the thing with Lux and Hollow. Up until that point, there were a lot of people saying that Lux would win more than Hollow, but people thought Hollow's style was very unorthodox. I was never a Hollow fan. Hold on. I was never a Hollow fan. This is me personally. When I saw Hollow come out there and like do everything you need to win a battle, freestyle, schemes, punchlines, even though he had dry spots, you gotta understand, yo. I think there's a big chance that Hollow can beat him. I just think again, I saw the serious clips, like the best clips, and like the funny, like MVP, like regular season clips. I think Clips can beat him no matter what, but it will be close 2-1 either way. You know what I'm saying? And I will not be surprised if Hollow wins. I'm not mad at Nels, but I'm not picking Hollow either. You understand what I'm saying? I'm picking Clips. But,
I'm not going to say it's not going to be close. I'm just saying that I think Charlie's going to win clearly. Because they're so similar, I do think that it's going to be close. What I'm saying is you can't compare Lux and Hollow. Why? Because they're totally different. So the people who pick their winners are going to pick what they prefer. That's why I don't like matchups that's not good, because you're going to pick people are going to pick who they like based off what they like. When you come with a Hollow versus Clip, the same people are going to like these people because they're so similar. And as far
that's a good thing, though.
Yeah, that's a great thing. But for me, the matchup aspect of it is so perfect that it really takes who's better. And I feel like Charlie is way better. I'm a Hollow fan. I mean, I say a big Hollow fan because I'm he's been kind of falling off my top. But Charlie is he's the best. He's the most well-rounded, and I feel like after him and Joe Biden's, like that was pitiful almost. Like he was supposed to do way better. For somebody who does that, he's supposed to kill. You know what I mean? And he did not do it. He didn't execute that, and Charlie would not have that go like that. Charlie wouldn't let that go down. He knows when to do his best.
Nah, I agree with that, but I also feel like this is like a Wild 'N Out audition because those are two niggas that should be on Wild 'N Out. Like, so I feel like these two niggas gonna show out, and one of them niggas gonna make the next Wild 'N Out cut, my nigga.
Real
shit. I mean, Hollow and Clips, this battle is just great because they can do everything. You know what I mean? Like they can both do everything. So I feel like you don't even have to pick a winner. Like Nels just think that Hollow is gonna be better. I mean, I only think no matter who you pick, you dead wrong. I mean, but my money on Clips. Like until a nigga be like after what he did to Rex, and you know what I mean. But ARP has a point too. He lost to Sharon. He lost to Heartless. He lost to Illmat. Like you gotta take those things into account, whether you like them niggas or not.
No, I definitely do. But
you think Hollow would have lost to Sharon? You think Hollow would have lost to fucking?
Charlie wins when it matters. And you know what the difference is?
That's not fair. That's not fair, Nate. You don't like shit like that. That's not fair.
I never said it was fair, but it's a fact. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that Charlie freestyles some of his rounds, but you know what I mean? If he's still winning and does that, you can't really complain. You know what I mean? It's not right that he should give everybody a fair shot. But at the end of the day, when it matters.
But why take the battle in the first place then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to ask you, ARP, please say something, bro. Please say something.
Yeah, I mean, let me give you my opinion. First of all, great match. You know what I'm saying? Epic. All battle rap fans should be looking forward to this battle. All right. Now, I know how fast we are as fans. We like to only look at your last battle. You know, a lot of people, you know, we just brought up Charlie Clips' losses, like to Sharon, for example. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke to Charlie Clips on stage after that battle, and he told me the reasons why, you know, he wasn't fully prepared. And I had a lot of respect for it, and that's why I didn't trash and I didn't go in on Charlie Clips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he put it out on the Facebook joint.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for what he told me, and I'll never go back on that and backstab him as a man. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, you could kind of give Hollow maybe a pass. Like, even he admits that he kind of dropped the ball versus Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But we also seen this year in 2014 what those two guys both being prepared look like. We saw Charlie Clips versus T-Rex. And me personally, it's such a debatable battle. We don't need to argue it. I gave Hollow 2-1 over Lux. You know what I'm saying? In an epic battle, one of the best battles, biggest battles ever, and one of the best battles of the year. You know what I'm saying? We see what a prepared Hollow comes down to. Me, I think that battle is coming down to who's able to come with a better angle or multiple angles. So then I ask myself, what can Hollow say about Charlie Clips? The fucking father shit is off the table at this point. We don't want to see it anymore. You know what I'm saying? What can Charlie Clips say about Hollow? Can he still play the you're a drug angle and all this shit? Do we really want to see him break down how you flubbed on Total Slaughter and you didn't have a good battle versus Joe Budden? I think all of that shit for a battle this magnitude, all of those angles I just said is weak. What I want to see is something that we didn't even really hear about. A lot of people went into fucking Summer Madness and they didn't know about Charlie Clips' father, for example. That's why it hit so hard. That's why the shit hit so hard. They never heard about that shit before. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think is going to be the deciding factor between Hollow versus Charlie Clips. If Hollow comes out of left field and be like, yo, you never knew, here goes your girlfriend, I've been sleeping with her for 5 years, whatever, some shit like that. If they have a crazy, if somebody has an angle, then I think that's going to be the winner, because I don't think it's clear for either one of them. They both do everything well. Everything well. That's what it's going to come down to, in my opinion. Need a strong, possible personal angle.
Hey, yo, with that being said, I'm putting you on the spot, though. Who you got?
If it's going to be the execution of a strong angle, I'll probably edge Clips then. I might edge Clips, but
yo, Hollow couldn't win.
But it would have to be a Clips that really, really writes the angle out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Hollow, even when he freestyles, it still seems more constructed. You can really tell when Charlie Clips is freestyling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what performance is better than? Like, what performance was better between Charlie Clips versus Rex, or like Hollow versus Lux? Because, like, I could see Hollow beating Clips.
Hollow versus Lux. Hollow versus Lux, man. Hollow gave us more. Hollow gave us more.
That's what I'm saying. I could see Hollow beating them. Like, yo.
Wait, hold on. In the sense of more, what do you mean more? Like, because I thought Charlie, you know what I'm saying? Like what he did to Rex, a lot of people were like.
I'm gonna tell you what I mean by more.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know.
I feel like the Hollow versus Lux. What Hollow did was he went at almost every possible angle towards Lux. So, for example, he used the angle of why we shouldn't fuck with Lux, trying to say that, you know, he just because it sounds hot, it don't mean that he's nice. He broke down all of that with examples like all he's trying to do is say that he's hungry, but he's making it sound intricate. He did that. He broke down Lux's his high point, which was Calico, the lost nigga shit, and he brought out fucking Calico's pops. You know what I'm saying? He did a speedy flow. He did a slow flow. He gave us some freestyle shit. He didn't even get to prop.
The TD Jake shit. You didn't even bring that up.
There you go. I feel
the Hollow
like
be thy name line too.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like everybody's talking about Charlie Clips' third round versus Rex, whereas Hollow gave us something that was perfectly tailored towards that battle in every round, and something that was specially tailored for Lux. I feel like he gave us more. He gave Lux more than what Charlie Clips gave Rex.
Yo, ARP, man, real shit, yo. Like, yo, I be telling people, bro, what Hollow did to Lux, that was one of the most well-rounded 3 rounds that I've heard.
That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. So I respect anybody that says, yo, I'm taking clips. I respect anybody that says I'm taking hollow. But what I think is a reach for anybody to say, oh, no, this person right here is definitely going to win. I think that's a reach.
Right.
Can I
think you could say. Go ahead.
You got to remember, Hollow was locked up, and that was his first battle back. He had
second battle.
Yeah, was it first surf?
But that's the first thing I said. But that's the first thing I said. I said that as fans, we are too fast, man. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Like, for example, Red was coming off of a shitty performance, which was supposed to be one of the biggest battles of the year versus Charlie Clips. And everybody was like, oh, Red fell off. You know what I'm saying? I don't be like that, man. Like even with Swave Sever. Swave Sever remained in my top 5, even as he was going through the whole shit with fucking Averb, with fucking Rosenberg Raw, and everybody was like, yo, he's done, he's finished or whatever. I'm not a fast fan. You know what I'm saying? If somebody has natural talent and natural ability, it's not lost overnight. You know what I'm saying? We can't just fucking write off Hollow the Don because he had one of his lesser performances versus Joe Button. We gotta be a little bit more long-winded in our memory of these people's talent and capabilities. And the talent that Hollow the Don bought for Lux, he can easily bring that shit in spring for fucking Gnome. He's got all this time to prepare. He can easily bring that for Charlie Clips. That man has born talent. We can't write people off for one battle.
Like, yo, ARP, you said the angle. Yo, you said angles, right? Yo, I can think of a million angles how it can come with. How, like, you know how, like, when Jones said how the nigga, like, pretend like he's freestyling, but he'll do, like, he already has some shit already there, and then he'll tell some shit like that. I can see Hollow doing more shit like that, how he never comes with third round. I can see Hollow doing mad shit to him.
I can see Hollow doing a Charlie Clips freestyle impression to further break down.
Impression's about to take over.
Yo, I'm telling you, son. I'm telling anybody, if you throwing writing Hollow off because Charlie Clips is having, a big year and everybody's on that T-Rex third round, I think that you're sleeping. I mean,
he's in a Jordan space, though. My bad, Nate. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but I'm not going based off of that in T-Rex because, to be honest with you, that real talk thing is cool, but that's not what I really like. It's like, it was only, that's why I said earlier, it was only so good because T-Rexes were so bad.
So let me clarify. Let me just ask you a straight up question, and this will bottle it up all right now. Obviously, you're taking Charlie Clips as the winner, and there's nothing wrong with that. My question is, are you saying that there's no way that Hollow can win?
I'm not saying there's no way Hollow can win because I've seen Charlie disappoint at times. And the reason why I'm picking him is not because of his performance with Joe Budden. I just feel that Joe Budden was like someone who should have been easily beat. And the fact that he just came off of this with Lux, I expected more. But if I'm going based on those 2 battles that he came back with and the best that Charlie has done, I don't think it's comparable. I don't feel that. I feel that he's great. And this is going to be, Charlie said he's only do 3 battles this year. Well, next year. And, after both of them not battling for so long and it's being their, their comeback battles or whatever, because I don't know how long Charlie's taking off of battles him, I feel that it's to even
Well, Gnome is in the spring, so it's about, let me tell you, about 4 or 5 months maybe?
Oh, they doing that? No, okay. I thought they was doing that. I was hoping they wasn't doing it at the anniversary because it was too soon. But yeah, it's a long time to prepare. And I mean, Hollow a little longer, but it's a long time to prepare. And if we look back at what they look at the Charlie, and you look at what has done, I feel like it's pretty clear who's gonna come, to me at least.
Well, shoot, I'll fuck with you. Well, should we go get this caller real quick? We're going to get you 313. What you think? Hollow, Clips, who you got? Yup, you there? What up, 313?
I think once you just listening.
All right, you just listening? All right. Well, then, shoot. I actually want to going to the just another battle, you know what I'm saying, that we had this week.
Nobody's talking about Daylight. Yo, we spoke about O-Red versus Oops. We spoke about Tay-Rock versus DNA. We spoke about Trez versus Craig Lamar.
Why you doing this? Why you doing this? Why you doing this? Why you doing this?
Yo, I got to.
Yo, bro, you took. I was about to say that.
Why you doing this?
Nah, Sinatra, you can't even do it for this one, bro. You can't even do it for this one, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yo, ARP, I'm gonna take a step back in the shade real quick. You go ahead.
Yo, I respect you, fam.
Go ahead, B.
Yo, man. I'm just saying. I respect the fact that certain people are turned off by some of the things that Daylight has done to disgrace battle rap. I'm not fucking co-signing it. I just said it. I admit it. He's done some things to disgrace our culture, and he knows it too. But if we're talking, if this is hip-hop at the round table tonight to discuss all the great and good and possible classic battles that dropped, I'm sorry. Salute. We spoke about Red versus Oops. We spoke about Tay-Rock versus DNA. We spoke about fucking Craig and fucking and Trez. We got to talk about Daylight and fucking Quest McCody. I'm in my fan bag. I'm not up here on no Rare Breed Entertainment shit. If that was it, I would have tried to just stay on old Red versus Oops all night. I'm not. I'm up here in fan mode. And any fan of battle rap that loves bars and loves good battles, you have to check this battle out, or you need to respect what these two motherfuckers just gave us as fans, man. That battle is stupid.
Yo, ARP, man, I watched that shit earlier today. Man, I was hoping it would have been more than just one round, because both of them niggas was going crazy.
Oh,
yo.
Go ahead.
Yo, ARP, it's Sinatra. I'm stepping out like Flo before I step back in the shade. Yo, listen, you a smart nigga, though, because I heard what you said that niggas didn't listen to. You said that you had a conversation with angry fans so that you could try to promote, you know what I mean? Like, if we promote him doing the positive shit. So I see what you're doing, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Don't listen to that, ARP. Don't listen to that, bro. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Bro, don't listen to it.
He's trying to say I have two agendas: to discuss a good battle as well as to promote Daylight spitting bars.
No. That's smart, because you said angry fan. You said you talked to angry fan, and you said that you was like, yo, and if you talk about him in a positive light, he'll do more of the positive shit that we like instead of the antics. So I'm listening to you. I'm being smart. I'm just standing back in the shade, my nigga. Go ahead and do your thing.
I respect that. Can I just comment on one thing, man? Because I heard a comment you wish it was more than one round. Anybody that has followed my blog since day one knows that I'm a supporter of one rounders if they're done right. They're done right. Okay. And Quest McCody versus Daylight. I mean, for example, if we look at let's pick out a few of Aver's battles this year. A lot of them have been 2-minute rounds. They've been short to the point where Aver even has a new slogan. 2 minutes ain't a long. They ain't booked me for a long time, so let's skip the preview. Let's get right to the right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Quest McCody and Daylight, if you count up the amount of time that they've been spitting and the amount of bars that they gave us, I don't give a fuck if it was 1 round or 3 rounds. They gave us material. They gave us it's like an over 20-minute upload. You know what I'm saying? So even if you carve that down into 3 rounds, they gave us more than a lot of these bullshit fucking 2-minute rounds that we've been getting. This 2-minute round shit that started in 2014, it's disgusting. I did a blog about that earlier in the year too, at the end of my Crown recap, and I called it Time Limit Divas. And I called out a lot of battle rappers. I don't know if y'all remember that. I did that shit early this year called Time Limit Divas, and I called out the battle rappers for using time limits as a new weapon to get more money out of the leagues. You know what I'm saying? I hate it. I hate this fucking 2-minute shit. To me, you should want to display your fucking talent. If you can't get off in 2 minutes, then fucking don't let the league book you for 2 minutes. Don't fucking have. I think it's shout out to Averb. Averb is my man. I fuck with him. But it's damn near hypocrisy to say they ain't booked me for a long time, so you should have gave them a minute for free then.
Word.
You should have said, don't worry about 2 minutes. I'm gonna rap for you for 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like this 2-minute shit is bullshit. And what I'm trying to point out is that one round that gave us more material than a lot of these 2-minute fucking rounds that we be getting in 2014. So I don't want people to hear that Daylight versus Quest McCody is a one-rounder and write it off. It shouldn't be written off. And that's not even my fucking battle. So I'm not fucking promoting it for fucking some ulterior motive. It's not even my battle.
Right. You know what, man? It was just me being a battle rap fan, yo. It's just when I hear bars, yo, I just want more, man. So it was like, damn, one round.
But that's a mental thing. It's a mental thing of when you don't get the breaks. All right, round one, it's over, and then we start again. You go back and forth. That's a mental thing, man. That really is. If this man is gonna sit down there and rap for you for 11 minutes, you know what I'm saying? That's almost three minute rounds. 3, 6, 9, 12. You know what I'm saying? And rap for you for 11, 12 minutes straight through. I like that shit sometimes because you want to know what? To me, if you're going to rap that fucking long, let's be honest, a one-rounder is harder than 3 rounds then. If you slip up in one of your rounds, you could easily, while the other person is rapping, compose yourself, get back on track. All right, let me try to remember my bars and how I start my third. Imagine if Loaded Lux versus Calico was a one-rounder for fucking however long. Loaded Lux would have been one and done. He would have been in and out. Get him the fuck out of here. He needed to remember his bars in between rounds. You know what I'm saying? It's actually talented to be able to rap that long throughout that much fucking material without fucking up.
Yeah.
Especially if you even mix in freestyle. That's why I have a lot of respect for Charlie Clips versus X Factor. That Charlie Clips one round, X Factor had a crazy round too. But Charlie Clips was going in and out of his writtens without a break for one round? Come on, man. We got to respect one-rounders more than we do. I'm sorry. And it's not like I got a card coming of one-rounders and I'm trying to do this fucking promo or some shit. I'm going to give y'all all 3-rounders on the next card too. But people don't respect one-rounds the way that they should. If they're done right, we got to respect them. If they're done right, if they give us a proper length, we got to respect them.
That's real.
Hey, yo, can I chime in? This hip hop. I thought that battle was crazy, yo. And I ain't gonna lie, that was probably like I haven't really ever. I ain't gonna come from. I never watched the Quest McCody battle. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was crazy, yo. And like I said, and I ain't gonna lie, Daylight dropped a blog earlier in the year talking about this battle. And he was saying, like, this nigga Quest McCody used the best angles on him that anybody ever used. And watching it, I think he actually did, you know what I'm saying? I thought the angles were better than Aver, you know what I'm saying? The Detroit joint, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the joint, how he said he was doing everything for battle rap, from the face to the shitting and all that in the beginning. Like, the angles were great, you know what I'm saying? And then to flip it on Daylight side, you know what I'm saying, he came straight bars, you know what I'm saying? And like how a lot of people say, and I agree with it, he's not as direct with his opponents as he should be. He's more talkative to the crowd, like he's rapping to the crowd. This time he was really doing more, you know what I'm saying, rapping to the opponent, you know what I'm saying? What do you say? I got a hand raised, if like something for question, something like that. You know what I'm saying? That line was hard. Like, the nigga was giving lines for lines, you know what I'm saying? It was a great match, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I don't even have a winner. I have no winner in that match. It was just a great battle with amazing replay value.
You know you're watching a crazy round or a crazy battle when one person is going and you're already telling yourself that you think that the other person is about to lose. And then the other person comes back and gives you heat and you're like, oh shit. It's like Quest McCody dug a grave with that round for Daylight, and Daylight still didn't get buried. It was like he still was like, nah, I'm not going in there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew that it was fire after one watch. After one fucking watch, I was like, these two motherfuckers just snapped for us, man. They fucking snapped. And I'm not a believer in there's never a winner and you could just leave a battle debatable. I always think that there's a winner. I just feel that you need to watch it enough times to choose a winner. And that's a battle I don't have a winner yet for.
Right, that's why I said it has amazing replay value. So, you know, I'm about to keep watching that joint. I'm just still amazing. That joint is just crazy.
I think that's possibly the best one-rounder of 2014.
I got a question for y'all. What do y'all feel about the whole Chilla and Newborn situation about you know, he was on another radio show. I can't remember which one. And Newborn was saying basically how people don't give him a chance, which I agree with. And he brought up Chilla's name. And I believe it was Angry Fan, actually. And Angry Fan was really getting on Chilla. Like, they were going back and forth on Twitter about how, you know, that's not right, that you're not giving him a chance. And Chilla brought up the point, like, well, we actually was in the works of this. And I don't know why Newborn is going and saying that, you know, I wouldn't accept him. And Newborn said, you know, well, you know, I had to talk my shit because it is true niggas is ducking me and you ain't want to battle me for a while, whatever the case may be. And now Chilla decided that he's not going to do it at all because of that. So how do y'all feel about that?
I could give you some behind the scenes on that, just a little bit. Vaughn is frustrated right now, and rightfully so. He had one of the best battles of the year, you know what I'm saying? But he wants a big battle. He wants a breakthrough battle. He wants a name. He wants on a big card, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I offered him Oops on Lifted Soul, and he was like, no disrespect to Oops, but your card is so big that if I'm on that card next to all those other matches, I want a big battle too. You know what I'm saying? And then we ended up on Oops and Mr. Mills. You know what I'm saying? So Vaughn is and he also realizes once again how fast battle rap fans are. Like in a few months, people will be fucking forgetting about Vaughn versus Brick, and he'll be right back to fucking trying to prove himself
with the slander.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then on the flip side, I've had conversations with Chilla recently. You know, we were hanging out in Toronto too. You know, we talked about like just like little funny battles here and there. Him and Danny Myers is coming up. He will be battling Danny Myers on RBC in 2015, Chilla Jones. But Chilla Jones right now, the vibe that I get from the conversations that I've been having with him and everything is that he's being very, very selective and very tactical with the battles that he's taking. You know, Chilla Jones has been turning down a bunch of stuff lately. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think he's putting Vaughn in that bucket where he feels like, look, man, I fuck with you, or you might be nice and you got a great battle on again and everything, but right now I might not need to do it. That's my guess based on conversations that I have with Chilla. That's my guess. You know
Can I chime in?
That might be tough.
I can agree with that because I'm best friends with both of them. That's the weird part. You know, I have my personal relationship with both of them, and I've been there from the beginning of the confrontation to the end. And at first, I was kind of Newborn because I felt like, you know, he's not going to get a chance, and rightfully so. Nobody wants to be the person that loses to Newborn, and Newborn knows this. But he actually was getting the opportunity to battle him and decided to promote it like as if Chilla didn't want to give him a chance. And so Chilla was like, you know what, well, now I'm really not going to give you a chance because you know that this battle is actually in the works, and now you're making it seem like I'm the bad guy. So I kind of agree with Chilla.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. And that's Sinatra, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think from Newborn's perspective, and this is just a fan perspective, because we had him on the show, and I appreciated him being on the show. I don't have nothing negative to say about him. But it seems like he comes off just as a fan way, like not a crybaby, but just like, I don't even know if needy is the right word, but I just feel like I understand that
bitter.
He needs, maybe bitter too, but bitter ain't good on that. Bitter don't look good on people, you know. And I feel like with Newborn, I understand if he don't say anything, who will? But my thing is like, yo, the next you lost the scope. The next time you get that big name might be the last time you get that big name. And all this mouth you got and how much you need this and that, yo, he needs to be prepared to kick Danny Myers' ass. He needs to be prepared for every nigga he got in 2015 to be 2-1 clearly Newborn, no debating. Because the way Newborn goes about it, that's what happens with certain people that are in higher stature. They usually win most of their battles, or when they lose battles, a la Charlie Clips or something like that, people don't look at it the same way. They give them excuses. Newborn is a person who no one wants to hear your excuses. You don't win the battles you're supposed to when you ask for the shot. And now you want somebody to like, yo, what's the problem with Newborn? Newborn is nice. Newborn is probably one of the bar kings. But until that nigga beats somebody and just like 2-1 clearly and not just bar heavy, you know what I'm saying, where he does something else, I even said that to him on the show, he's always going to have this problem, bro. Stop going about it the way you go about it and try the fans' way and, like, do some little performance shit, then kick a bar. Do some funny shit. I don't know.
But what about – but he is funny, though. That's the thing.
No, he is funny, but not on battles.
Yes, he is, son. He had he's very well rounded. I feel like you're thinking about it based off of what other people think, and I feel like a lot of people have this problem where it's so common or you hear it so often that you start to believe it yourself. Because Newborn is funny. He had a clear win to me. I mean, it was debatable, but I felt like it was pretty clear that he won with Bricks. He did great with Danger Zone. It's the fact that he's not getting these opponents that are big, and nobody wants to lose to Newborn. That's just what he's so good.
Hold on, boy. He got this with the battle.
Hold on. Yo, Nate, so respond to what you just said. I'm the one who told you to watch Chef Trez versus what's his name today? Versus what's his name? Craig Lamar. I'm the one who told you to watch that shit today. I'm going off of what Newborn does as a whole. And then that may be the overall.
What about B-Magic though?
What about B-Magic? You make it.
B-Magic is not well-rounded.
Hold on. B-Magic and Newborn are two totally different people. And here's the reason why. When B-Magic got his shot, he took advantage of it. What did Newborn do with his shot when he got him? He bricked them shit. So don't be mad at anybody else because B-Magic may have lost battles and sometimes you thought he was going to win because he's your favorite. He still showed up. Newborn lost to Skull. No matter what we're talking about.
I don't think that he lost to Skull.
But guess what? The general masses and the reason why people can play him is because in a general sense. No, in a general sense, more people think he lost than he won. On top of people not liking him. People didn't like Verb in New York, but when Verb started showing out and shutting the fuck up about New York and just battling, what happened? When you just shut up and put your head down and do your job, everything else falls into play. And I feel like
Newborn needs to stop. You want to know the difference? He already had a fan base. Verb has a fan base. Newborn does not have that big fan base that Verb has. And two, if you were there, I'm telling you, I was right behind Newborn when he battled Skull, okay? Right next to us was Skull's friend, okay?
Yes.
That was the hecklers who messed Newborn up, and I seen when it happened. And
hecklers come to battles, man.
Right, okay, hecklers do come to battles, but when they're personally saying, yeah, he did do that. Yo, Newborn, you about to choke, right? You about to choke, right? That's different.
Yo, this is tough. Yo, Nay, it's a tough business, but at the end of the day, he's not the only person that shit like that has ever happened to.
It's a bitter end. Some people get the shit in the stick, and Newborn is one of I get the shit into the stick, and it's always gonna be that way until he kills somebody that's worthy of who has a big.
Stop losing the niggas like Skull. Stop having classics with Brick Belvy, which you don't fucking kick Skull past. How are you that nice against Brick Belvedere, but then you have a fucking debatable or niggas think you lost versus Skull? How did that happen? I wasn't in the building when I think that nigga lost.
He was supposed to battle Johnny Alcatraz a week before Johnny Alcatraz backed out. Skull already
But that sounds like an excuse to me. That's not, no matter how it goes.
You was the one who said many times, if you had the opportunity to be on URL, no matter what, you should take it, right? Remember you said that had the opportunity to be on URL, and he took it instead of letting it go, and he had to improvise with what he already had.
But you got to use preparation, too, though. If I knew I already used my great bars for somebody else and then URL called me or the best whatever called me for what I'm into called me, I would have to rewrite all my shit or whatever I would have to do. Even if it didn't come out great, I know for a fact what I need to do because I'm Newborn who says I don't have this fan base. People don't do this and then a third. Like, yo, I think Young Cannon is a person that people didn't like, but you got to respect him. You got to respect him. No matter what you want to say, Young Cannon and Newborn are almost in the same boat. But Young Cannon beats some people when he's... Come on, man.
Not at all. You know why? Because, listen, I say this all the time. When a person loses to a person and that person, like, for instance, what Bricks and Surf, after Bricks lost to Surf, he's never been the same since, and Surf skyrocketed. That's because that was the loss that started his career, basically. When Newborn lost to Calico, that was the loss that started Calico's career, because Newborn was more known than Calico was, okay? And anytime somebody loses that way, they always end up in that same player field, just like Bill Collector and M City.
No, I agree with you, but I'm stepping away at this point.
You
I'm stepping away at this point, though. Tay-Rock got killed by Clips, right? And Tay-Rock is kind of the first time around, maybe, all right, he lost. No matter what, he clearly lost. And people thought the way Charlie Clips beat Tay-Rock, he would never come back the same. And even though Tay-Rock raps similar, a lot of things are different. What's really, like, you have to change a little bit. And I feel like Newborn never put his head down, stopped complaining, and just took what came to him. It took Tay-Rock 4 years, 3-4 years to get back to where he wanted to be. If Newborn really wanted to get to where he wanted to be, going about it the way he goes about it does not get him there. It's time to do something different, my nigga, or pick a different career. Because I'm tired of hearing about Newborn saying what he don't get.
He does not rap the same way he raps when he battled Calico, and I know it for sure. I've seen him and heard him write. He's like an expert at it. He really knows.
No, he's still bar heavy though. He's only bar heavy. He doesn't do anything different.
He don't choke anymore. He has a louder and a more aggressive opponent, to his opponent. Seen him do a lot of things differently, and I've watched it from the fall to the rise. You feel me? When it comes to Tay-Rock, had the opportunity to battle people in a bigger name and a bigger platform. Newborn has not had that opportunity for you to compare them.
Yo.